Good day, everyone. I want to start with something I probably wouldn't have said a few years ago, but I actually have a clearer idea of what I want to do with my life now. That doesn't mean I have everything all figured out. I don't. But compared to where I started, I understand myself and my direction much better now. At the moment, a big part of my life is technology. I'm learning software engineering in Frontier University, USA. I am also a full stack developer working on projects, studying cloud computing, and spending a lot of my time exploring artificial intelligence. I'm also still connected to architectural design and few graphics using AI, which are both important parts of my background. Yeah. And if you looked at all of these things, if you look at them separately, you might ask, so what exactly are you trying to become? Bringing all this together. Honestly, I've asked myself this question too, but I've come to realize that I don't necessarily have to put myself into one box. Yeah. What I enjoy most is taking an idea and trying to make something valuable, resourceful solution out of it. Something that means writing code to generate a huge, massive solution in the technology industry. Sometimes it means trying to understand why something I built could work for a particular problem. And sometimes it means learning something completely new because I realize I don't know enough yet and have to still keep continuing learning. That's what my profession look like right now. I'm in a building stage. I'm not at the point where I can say, yes, I have made it. I can rest now. No. I am still learning a lot of technologies that were completely all familiar to me before. I'm still working through difficult problems, solving. I'm still improving the way I communicate my ideas to evaluate solutions. But one thing has changed. I'm much more intentional about what I'm learning and also why I'm learning it. And that's what was not the case initially. If I go back to the beginning of my journey wasn't some perfect planned career path. I started with architecture. Architecture gave me an appreciation to design, structure planning, and the relationship between an idea and the final thing you create. Then there was graphic design that introduced me to another side of creativity for me using AI and some basic graphic software. But eventually, technology. Technology started becoming much more interesting to me. I became curious about what was happening behind applications and websites. How does the website actually work? How does information move from the screen to a server and back? How do people build applications to solve problems that thousands of millions of people can use? And then I started learning programming. Of course, knowing what you want to learn and actually learning it are two completely different paths. There were plenty of times when I felt like I was moving too slow. You learn something today, and tomorrow you discover there are five other things you don't know. You fix one problem and create another one while coding, debugging. You watch a tutorial and feel like you understand everything. Then you try to build something yourself and suddenly realize you understand less than you thought. I've experienced that more times than I can count. But strangely, those experiences are some of the things that have helped me to grow the most and become a better me. Because eventually I stopped expecting everything to make sense immediately. I became more comfortable with being a beginner and learning, trying to be better. And I think that's an important change for me. Yeah. I used to think progress means knowing the answer, knowing it all. Now I think progress can also mean knowing how to find the answer. The change in mindset has helped me not only with programming but with my education and my professional goals in general. So, where am I going from here? I want to take technology much further. My goal is to become a strong full stack AI developer, or better say engineer, and continue into areas like AI in cloud computing, AI engineering, AI in everything, because of course we are in AI age. But I don't want the end goal to simply be getting a job and stopping there. I want to build something big, something massive, solution. I want to create products. I want to work on problem that actually matters to the world. And eventually, I want to create opportunities for others as well. One thing I have become particularly interested in is teaching technology. I know that there are many people who are interested in programming but don't know where to start. They see all these technologies, programming language, frameworks, cloud computing, cloud platform, and AI tools as a mirage and a whole lot of overwhelming. I want to be able to take what I learn and make it easier for someone else. Not by pretending that technology is easy, but by showing people that they can learn it even if they are starting from zero. That's something I want to work towards alongside my own career. And I think that's why my past, present, and future actually make sense together now. I didn't plan every step. Architecture wasn't a plan to eventually become interested in AI software engineering. Graphic design wasn't a plan to become a programmer, and learning programming wasn't initially part of some perfectly written 5 years plan. But each experience gave me something. Some gave me technical skills, some gave me creativity, some taught me patience, and some simply taught me what I didn't want. Yeah, if there's one thing I've learned from all this, it's that your career doesn't always reveal itself to you at the beginning. Sometimes you have to move, you have to try things, you have to get things wrong, you have to discover what interests you, and then you adjust. That's where I am now. I'm still on the journey. I still have a lot to learn. I'm sure there will be plenty of things ahead that I can't predict from where I'm standing today. But I'm no longer worried about not knowing every steps or what tomorrow is going to uncover. I know what direction I'm moving in now. I want to keep learning, I want to keep building, I want to keep giving solutions. I want to use technology creativity, especially in this AI age. And eventually, I want the things I build and the knowledge I share to be useful to someone beyond myself. So when I look at my professional journey, I don't see a straight line. I see a collection of experience that gradually brought me here. And I have a feeling the most interesting part hasn't happened yet. So watch out. Thank you. Bye.